Alright guys, so I want to do a quick Grom update. As you know, I've had all three Groms. If you're subscribed to my channel, then you know I've put a lot of time into these. We've done a lot of videos with these, just bashing videos, brush system videos, installing brush system videos, and things like that. So I've got a lot of time into each one. Each one has all upgrades pretty much done to it. They all have... Okay, I think my Mojave may still be pretty stock. So I know they all have upgraded diffs. The Grom and Typhon, they have upgraded shafts in them. The Mojave has the wider kit on it, which is just the granite arms and shafts. So it's a little bit wider out, as you can see in the pictures here, where the back wheel meets up with the chassis. The Typhon has quite a bit done. It's got diffs, shocks, shafts. This one actually does have the expensive Arrma diffs in them, and they're not cheap. This one has the cheap aftermarket diffs off eBay that are like 30 bucks for the pair, 25 bucks for the pair, and so is this one. So now, as far as that goes, the cheap aftermarket diffs, I haven't had an issue. One of these has the GPM diffs in it, and I did have an issue getting the caps off to fill them with fluid. Now, I don't think they're filled with fluid. They felt pretty open when I was spinning them. So one of these two trucks has those. I believe it's this one has the open diffs in it, which they've operated fine for these little trucks. You're not racing them, you're just bashing them. It's not really going to hurt much. I think they actually operate a little bit better than the Arrma diffs, even without fluid in them. Just my opinion, though. When you're bashing, it's kind of hard to notice depending what you're doing. So now, I love all these. They're all a lot of fun. The Mojave, as you guys know, is my least favorite. Then I like the Granite, and then I like the Typhon, and that's just because the Typhon handles better. And the Typhon's going to handle better because it's a buggy. You set it up the way you want. It's going to handle really good because of being a buggy. The Mojave is really top-heavy just the way the body is. The only reason I have the body here for the Mojave is just because of all this extra stuff. It's really top-heavy, so it likes to roll. It body rolls a lot. Things of a normal SCT truck would do. Also, when it gets dirty like it is now, these side things don't like to work, so the body will just fall off over and over again, and it gets very annoying. The Granite, I've had no issues with the body on it, and the system never had it come off. Same with the Typhon. This one falls off all the time. It's one of the reasons why it's my least favorite, and then just the body roll aspect of being an SCT truck is another reason. These in brushed form are great trucks. I don't think you'll have any issues with these in brushed form. So if you decide to go out and you want to buy your kid one for his birthday, or even just yourself one because you want a little truck, a little buggy, or a little SCT truck, and you're going to leave it brushed and maybe upgrade things slowly, but still leave it brushed, then I think these would be a great option for you. Arrma, something that a lot of people don't really talk about, and maybe they do. I guess I haven't watched a lot of videos on these, being honest. But the thing that sucks about these trucks the most is that when you go buy them from a hobby shop, they come with a brush system in them, and it has a bigger shaft on it because they are running, I can't remember the size of the shaft, but your standard 1/18th, 1/16th scale system RC truck is going to have a 2mm shaft. And I think these are like 3.17, if I remember right. I might be wrong. 3.17, 1/8 shaft. I know that's what the Castle has on it. The 1010 motor. And I've had good luck with shafts on that motor. But I did fry this motor, sadly, this past week here. Or past couple days. So a little sour bitterness right now in me. When it comes to these trucks, I can't seem to find a reputable system, brush system, that holds together in them. This one has a brush system issue. Now this one has a brush system issue. Now I'm having an issue with the Castle 1010. This, I think, should still be under warranty. So I think I am going to message Castle and just see if I can get them to possibly send me a motor or a rebuild kit for it. I haven't taken it out yet. As soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to pull that one apart and pull the motor out and take a look at what's going on to figure it out. I also have the NASCAR, which isn't a Grom, but I consider it a Grom, and I've had good luck with that one too, as far as that goes, but I only ran the Castle 1010 system in it with the bigger shaft, so I think that's why I haven't had those issues with that one. It's also a car, and I don't believe it's as heavy as these are, even though it's bigger. The Mojave is really heavy. I mean, these are all pretty heavy vehicles, and that's one of the really, really big downsides to having a smaller vehicle like this, is when you have a smaller vehicle and you're trying to put 1/18 scale systems in it, or even 380 size motors. Not 380, they're smaller than a 380. 380 would be like your Traxxas VXL system for their 1/16 stuff, which actually would probably do good in here if you put one in, because, well, it's made for a 1/16 vehicle. They're heavy vehicles. People don't have issues with them overheating and things like that. So, now my next point, I just haven't been able to find a brush system for them that works good. I just took out the Castle 1010 motor, which was sad, but I was running it on 4S. So if you put this Castle 1010 system in here, the 4400 kV, it can run 4S. I had it geared with an 18 tooth though, so that's pretty high. So as long as you keep it under 3S or even 2S, you're probably not going to have many problems with the Castle 1010. However, I would suggest staying away from the cheaper Amazon systems. I've had nothing but issues with them. They work for a while and then eventually they go out, and it just gets annoying. I put so much money into the Amazon and eBay cheap brush systems that it's not even funny. Hobby-wing systems are the same way, the 2430 and 2435 motors. I've had the same issues. They end up going out, or they snap a shaft, or they overheat. So, just something to think about. So next, for upgrades, if you guys are debating going and buying one of these little trucks, or buggy, or truck, or ST truck, there is definitely some cool options out there for upgrade parts. There are full options out there for these to upgrade them, which is very cool. And the Typhon, they do sell Badlands for it now, buggy Badlands, which is very cool. My Granite, I have Badlands on. They work awesome. They're great little tires for these rigs, even if you're running brushed. They could not handle the 4S power of this one, so I ended up putting back on these cheap buggy tires because I would rather wreck these than a set of $30 Badlands. Just my opinion. The Mojave, otherwise, with mechanical failures, I haven't had too many issues. I just had issues with systems going on in the body. Other than that, no issues. So, talking about upgrades, if I was to go to the hobby shop today and buy one of these, what are the first upgrades I would do? First thing I would do is definitely get diffs. Now, when it comes to diffs, there are cheaper options on eBay, and they have worked for me, but there's some problems with them. You can't add fluid to them and things like that. So I would suggest going right into getting the Arrma diffs. Just my opinion, you're going to spend about $45-50 on them, but I really think it's worth it at the end of the day. Unless someone can comment below this video and let me know about some diffs that are easy to open. My GPM ones I got, maybe it was just mine. The screws were all stripped out on them from being put together, I think, at the factory. So I couldn't get them open. I do have a video on that in my channel. But, so yeah, definitely do shocks, GPM or Next Racing. These Next Racing shocks have been great. I haven't had any issues with them bending. They all still work good. The GPM shocks, as you can see, kind of have some issues. The shafts, I think I did bend a little bit. And then the next thing to think about would be your shafts, your drive shafts. Drive shafts, they like to snap on these. They're not the strongest stock. So I put eBay shafts in mine. I did break one of them, but I ended up buying another set of them, so I still have 3 spares just to have on hand. And since I did that, I have not broke any of them. So just something to think about. I do like these off-brand buggy tires on the Grom. I do have a video for these on my channel also. These were like $11 or $13 or something on eBay. And on Amazon, I think you can get them even cheaper. They are just like a 1/12 rally car tire is what they actually are, but they fit this perfect. Or a 1/10 rally car tire. So no issues there. Steering servos are something to upgrade. I do have a steering servo coming for this one. The steering servo in this one did not break, but it's just really slow now. So I got that coming. We're going to throw that in and see how that does. But other than that, guys, these are great little trucks. If you're suggesting to keep them brushed, I would. Unless you want to spend $160 on a reputable brush system that's going to last. And I overheated this, I think, on my own. I don't think that was Castle's fault. I think putting 4S with the gearing I have in it was just too much for it. And it took it out. So, Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you're not subscribed, guys, make sure you subscribe. It helps me out a ton. I am now getting paid for ads, which is amazing, so thank you guys. So it'll help out with the channel. We'll be able to do a lot cooler things. Yes, if you notice the new Mojave back there, that is not mine, actually. That's just sitting up there. I still do got the Taylor 30 degree north. My Baja is under the table here. So we still got stuff to do, guys. I got the low-C laser knot. I'm going to do a video again on that really soon. I've just been really busy with work, so thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.